foes do minds like this. No gang can do it like this. I swear I need all my tips. No gang can do it like this. Double foes do minds like this. No gang can do it like this. So they throw it back on and say something. Anything for that cash, gotta make something. Turn you folks to your kids, so don't say none. Any nigga got a problem with a case on his. Baby, throw it back, I'ma catch it. And you know I beat it up like a ratchet. Whole gang in this thing, I'ma pass it. And she gon' make something say like a mattress. I swear I need all my chips. No gang can do it like this. Double foes, no minds like this. No gang can do it like this. I swear I need all my tips. No gang can do it like this. Double foes, no minds like this. No gang can do it like this.
I'ma spin a bag every weekend. We spin on the game, nigga, we be deep in. He shit, hit a nigga up with that mouse stick. Drop shit, niggas talking fast, we talking hot shit.
On the gang. Watch when you speak on my name on the gang. We got the street sauce and they know who to blame. We got the street sauce and they know who to blame. They know who to blame, yeah. I swear I need all my chips. No gang can do it like this. Double foes do minds like this. No gang can do it like this. I swear I need all my chips. No gang can do it like this. Double foes do minds like this. No gang can do it like this. I swear I need all my chips. No gang can do it like this. Double foes do minds like this. No gang can do it like this. I swear I need all my chips. No gang can do it like this. Double foes do minds like this. No gang can do it like this. Gonna say something. You gotta make some.
Hey y'all, hey. Hey y'all, hey. Thank you for tuning in to True Talk with Queen. I am your host for the evening as usual. I'm in the studio with Q.
Yeah. What up?
And then we got Carla Halls on the live. Trying to think she looking for lie and stuff.
Not trying. She
She
coming through. Let me see
Look
Carla.
at her, look at Carla.
Oh, Carla got that new dude.
Yeah.
She's coming in with 2021. Yeah, Sonic. I can't hear you. You gotta call in.
Can hear you. She can't hear you talking. Carla live is jacked up. I don't know if it's her service. Am I breaking up on Instagram, you guys? Somebody let me know what the reception is like on Instagram. If you're tuning in through Facebook, thank you. If you're on YouTube, I appreciate you so much. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so that you're alerted every time we go live or post new content. And then if you're tuning in through Accelerated Radio, we love you so much. Thank you. Continue to follow us, continue to tap in with us, and support us, okay? So, Q, what's the deal? How things been going?
Things are going good. I'm growing.
Okay, let's talk about it. We like growth.
We in that growth moment.
Come
you know
on.
what I'm talking about? You can get the people the number so they can chime in, call in, and let us know what they do for their new year.
Thank you for reminding me. You feel me? So if you want to call in and tune into this conversation, you guys, the number is 310-910-9676. Again, that number is 310-910-9676. You can press the number 1 and go live with us, okay?
Yeah.
So come on, Q, and tell us about this growth.
Growth. So I just had an experience. Like everybody should know by now, I am a single mother. So I just had an experience with my oldest daughter, and I'm learning that I'll just put it this way. I have to allow her to live her life in order for me not to lose her for the rest of my life. That makes sense?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So that's a part of my growth right there. And any parent that's out there that's a true parent, know that that's the hardest thing to do, is to allow your child to just find their own way. Mm-hmm. And, you know, from time to time, we want to kind of take the range and steer the wheel for them, or, you know, be that navigation system and tell them which way to go. But I'm grateful. I'm very grateful that I realized I'm not the best parent, but I did install in her enough to where she can rock her own heels instead of running around in mommy's like she used to when she was a little girl. You know what I'm talking about?
Come on, talk about it.
So I gotta allow my baby to rock her own heels. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And it may not be my choice, but it's her life.
Right.
Feel me?
Come on.
So I gotta do the one thing that most parents in my shoes are maybe afraid to do, is allow God to be her father and to show her her path. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's kind of difficult, but you know what? I thank God for that clarity and that growth, because I'd rather do it now than wait 30 years later. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Right.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it, y'all. I'm growing. You feel me? I felt like I, you know, got a little sprout up out the dirt. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
Yeah. So.
Okay, and let me chime in on that, because one thing you know is that I've had my share, baby.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm happy to see that you're taking the route that you're taking, right? Because it's challenging.
Mm-hmm.
It's very hard. You know what I mean? And the thing that bothered me, because I had to do it, right? And the thing that bothered me was the fact that I was judged so badly. You feel what I'm saying? Like, to the world, I'm the worst mother on on the planet. In the whole universe, I'm the worst parent ever. Because how can you just give up on your kid? How could you do this? And this and that and this and that, right? And so what I had to make sure I let them know and see, let me tell you something. What's not gonna ever happen, ever in life, is a kid disrespect me and my position and my motherfucking castle. You feel what I'm saying? So when your kids start feeling theyself and smelling theyself and all that different stuff, sometimes, especially when other children are involved, sometimes you need to fall back and let God have total control. And see, what people didn't understand with my position is that I was smart enough to know that God can take care of my baby better than I ever could. You feel what I'm saying? God can protect her when I can't, because he see everything. I see what she want me to see. I see what's happening in my presence. You feel what I'm saying? So when it was happening initially, I was stressed out, girl. I was getting depressed. I was losing weight, all different kind. I was going through changes, right? Because this was taking a huge toll on me. Because this is my baby, and I'm fighting to protect her from something that she seems to be chasing. You feel what I'm saying? And the more that I fight for her, the worse she get. You feel what I'm saying? So one day I woke up and I said, you know what? What am I doing? I said, God, you gave her to me, and I'm giving her back to you. I'm leaving it all in your hands. You can do what I can't do, right? And so once I did that, I really was at peace. My appetite came back. My happiness came back. My mojo came back. You feel what I'm saying? And it wasn't just the fact that, oh, I have a rebellious child. It's that my younger kids are affected by this, and I can't, like, they're looking at me like, mama, do something. Like, you letting all of this stuff, like, you feel what I'm saying? I'm supposed to save them and protect them, but I'm fighting so hard for this one that's running that it don't make no damn sense, and I'm forgetting that they're impacted. You feel what I'm saying? So I chose my freedom, I chose my peace, and I chose my other children, and let you choose you. You want to be selfish and choose you choose you. And everything that come with that, you just got to accept you just got to accept that for yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
But one thing I knew without a doubt, and this is not tooting my own horn or none of that, because I'm not perfect by a long shot.
Amen.
Not as a woman, not as a mother.
Amen.
None of that, right? However, what I did know, I'm like, what? Wait a minute, Queen. What the hell is you thinking about? I'm like, this girl is 16 years old.
Yeah.
She been with you for 16 years. Baby got game. That's what she do got. Okay? So if she wanna run,
how do you handle it?
hold
How
on
do you
though, hold
handle
on.
it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, baby got game. So if she wanna run, let her run. Cause one thing, whether she uses it or not, whether she wanna acknowledge it or not, oh baby, I gave you the game. There's no way you around me for 16 years and didn't learn nothing. You feel what I'm saying? So I had to not only just trust God, but trust that everything I did, how I move and what I taught them, she got it, and it'll activate when necessary.
Yeah.
Whether she wanted to admit it or not, accept it or not, when it's necessary. When this shit get hard in these streets and the shit really get hot in the kitchen, oh, it's gonna activate. Good.
Yeah. Real talk.
Am I lying?
Real talk.
I had to trust that.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then make sure I go back to help my kids understand the moves I made, so that they don't move through life going forward thinking my mama don't care about me. She only care about her. My mama didn't even care that this was going on to me, but she keep going to this job, or she keep going hanging with these people, but she didn't even see me being hurt. She didn't even see me being depressed. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I needed my kids to understand that, no, I seen you, but you're still in my care, so I know I got you. You're going to be all right. Regardless of what's going on, I got you. This one is out of control, and I'm trying to reel it in. Like, you feel what I'm saying? I needed them to understand that. And once they got it, it was like a breath of fresh air, because I was so afraid of the fact that my kids resent me, thinking that I don't care about them. All because of me being fully focused. I had tunnel vision on this one that's finna crash into a brick wall. You feel what I'm saying? So I think I appreciate you, and I applaud you for being able to say, you know what, this is what I'm about to do. Because I know what happens behind the scenes when you make that decision. You feel what I'm saying?
Real
and
talk.
unless you been through it, you don't, baby, listen. Bruh.
And to help somebody out there that may be going through the same thing, it's not easy to watch your child go in a direction you know what's coming. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Talk about
you
it.
know what's lurking behind them corners, and you know the beast that's out there waiting. You know what I'm saying? It's not easy to see it, but one thing that you have to know, and like Queen just said, you got to remind yourself, you may not have been the best of the best parent, and you may not be the best person, but you did something, and you showed that child something that child is going to lean on when they hit that wall. Trust and believe. And it was, I didn't get that until last night. I really didn't. I kept saying it, but it didn't hit me until I got on my sisterhood chat, and to just be in a safe place to just share my truth, and to get wisdom from other women who's raised children, who are now adults, who, you know, raised kids who they had lost for 10, 15, umpteen years, and then finally got back connected to, is when I realized it. And then I realized it even more so because I had to look at my relationship with my mother. And that's why I said what I said. I'd rather allow my daughter to go and live her life than lose my baby for the rest of my life. I'm not going to let that happen. And that to me is growth for me and her. Because I can honestly say, with the help of God and the people he placed upon my path in raising her, I got her to that adult path, that fork in the road. I did my part. I did a damn good job. Damn good job. She, you know what I'm saying? She don't have no kids. She didn't fall into that cycle. I had her 2 weeks shy of my 18th birthday. My mother had my brother when she was 16. My grandmother had my mother when she was 15. My baby broke that cycle. Mm-hmm. That right there is enough for me to be. That's enough. That's enough for me to say, you know what, she got it.
Right.
But it let me know that I got her to her adult path. And she now needs to choose her own fork in the road on which way she's gonna go. Mm-hmm. But I got her to that path. Mm-hmm. And unlike myself, I didn't have guidance on my path. I didn't have nobody to help direct me to my path. I had to take bits and pieces from people and different things. And even from you. You were 16 when you poured into me. But you that wisdom at 16 years old from you. How old was I? Like 11? Mm-hmm. I had to be like 11 or 12. Yeah, 11 or 12. I held on to that bit of wisdom. That bit of wisdom guided me through a lot. Mm-hmm. It really, really did. It helped me to get to that place. Yeah, I was 2 weeks shy of my 18th birthday, but that bit of wisdom got me 2 weeks shy of my 18th birthday before I gave birth to my first child. That's real talk. Your wisdom that you gave me at 11 or 12 years old showed me the virtue between my legs, and I held on to it. Mm-hmm. I held on to it. That same wisdom I poured into my daughters.
And that's the thing is you gotta make sure. See, that's why I don't like people that make excuses.
Yeah.
About how my mama was like this.
Yeah.
Or my daddy was like that. Or this person was absent.
Speak about
or
it.
This person that. Like, first of all, I'm not discrediting anything that you were impacted by in your life. I'm not saying that it don't matter, but I am saying it don't matter. You feel what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, your job was to learn from all of those people and all of those things. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. So now, rather than grow up into this grown adult
and be bitter,
and angry and all of these different things,
and repeat the cycle.
Know, now you have the opportunity to change the game.
Come on.
For your family, for your friends, for everything attached to you, because you know exactly
what not to do.
You know what all that negative shit feel like. You feel what I'm saying? So now you know how to tell people the effects of those actions. You feel what I'm saying? You can tell them why it's important to avoid these things. You get what I'm saying, y'all? Like, you grow up and you gotta apply it. And what you gotta do, the problem with people is they grow up and they feel like, oh, I'm not gonna do this. Even though you know with everything in you, this is what needs to be done, you choose not to do it because everything around you is doing the very opposite of it. You feel what I'm saying? So now you so worried about what they think and how they gonna feel and what they gonna say that you choose to just go ahead and follow the leader. And that ain't what it's supposed to be.
Come on.
You know what it feel like to be abandoned? Don't abandon nobody.
Come on.
You know what it feels like to be broken by your own mama? Your own daddy?
Come on.
Don't break your kids.
And you know what it feels like not to have food in your life? Come on.
You know what it feels like to go without lights?
Come on.
Without gas? Make that your first priority.
Come on.
How about you make sure that's paid before you even eat?
And here's the thing.
You feel what I'm saying?
I'm just saying, what it feels like to not have somebody show up for you in a moment that you want, that you really are excited about. Then do the opposite. Show up. Right. If you can't do nothing else, show up. Show up. Because if you was once that child that never had nobody show up for you, don't allow your children to be that child. That right there did a lot for me. It really did. Because I promised myself if I couldn't do nothing else, I was going to show up.
And then, can I tell you this? Because tests still come.
Yeah.
Trials still come.
Yeah.
It's still challenges and
Yeah.
hurdles.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Oh, and they high and hurting.
Yes, because listen, okay, so boom, I'm being everything that I see fit to be, right? I'm breaking every chain, every curse, every replication of BS that I ever seen in my life with my kids, right? But let me tell you something.
Come on.
Don't think just because you change that your kids
Speak
is
on it.
all of a sudden exempt from all of the bullshit, because that influence is still running heavy in your family,
Bloodline.
in
Yeah,
your
yeah.
friends,
Yeah, yeah.
in your neighborhood. You see what I'm saying?
yeah.
So, and guess what? For when your child go and rebel against you, doing all of this stuff, y'all, they don't just go do it. When they go do it, they have to downplay your parenting, your character, your name, your everything to justify what they're doing and why they're doing it. And guess what? Now they got cheerleaders because everybody on the outside looking in been waiting for all of your kids to be like us. You my cousin. You my niece. You my sister. You my granddaughter. You my this. You feel what I'm saying? This what we do. This how it is. You feel me? They cheering. They cheering like they just won the Super Bowl, y'all.
Yeah.
Or do you have like people from your past, like the younger generation that like are people, not just you in general, but people in general? Are there people from your past that like probably heard about you through word of mouth or something, and they expect it to be like that, so they leading on this because they
waiting on
be
it. They waiting
this
on it.
past you know what I'm saying? Because they don't really know the real you.
Listen.
How do you break that down and separate it and explain it? Because you don't want them to follow that path. But
you don't have to explain
I
it.
was finna say,
You don't have to explain
You
it.
don't have to.
Because your children's actions are going to vindicate your name. Their walk, despite what they choose to do, everything you poured into them is one day going to show up and show out. And that right there is going to vindicate your name. You ain't got to say nothing.
And let me say this. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. So listen. I've had, you've been there several times. People will pop up on my past and hear my kids speak or see how my kids move or interact in certain environments and be like, Queen, your mama?
Yeah.
How the hell?
Yeah.
How you sounding like this and Queen, your mama?
Yeah.
How you
I
acting?
swear on some hated shit, but
How
for
you
real, like
acting
really
like
be
that?
like trying to size them up. Like you walk a little different. Like you eat from the same place.
Yeah.
You motherfucking right.
Yeah.
Exactly. So look, and this the other thing that come with it, cause now you questioning, dang, Queen, your mama. And let me show you how you can how a hater expose theyself, right? And you just checkmate them. You feel me? You checkmate them on some real player shit. You feel me? You ain't gotta get ignorant or disrespectful or nothing. But when people be like, dang, how you like that? And Queen, your daughter. Don't forget, Queen, the reason you like you is. Queen the one gave you game. So what you thought was gonna happen with my own child? If I only got access to you for a couple of minutes out the day, what you think somebody living under my roof gonna do that come from straight from me?
Come on now.
What?
Come on now.
Oh, but nice try though.
Yeah.
Nice try though.
Yeah. Oh goodness. Don't you like the life of checkers?
Don't you?
A life of chess. Let me change it, cause chess,
Girl.
boy, it's a strategy game of life. I'm trying to
I
tell
ain't
you.
the queen for nothing.
Yeah.
The strongest piece on the board. You better know it, okay?
Oh,
And I play
man.
well.
Man, all of that to say this: when you get to the point where you gotta let go, trust God. Because
That's
if He
it.
did it for you, He gonna do it for them. And that trust and believe. You not here today without Him. So if He can get you where you are, He damn sure gonna get them where they need to be.
And let me add to that, y'all. Don't be scared to let go, thinking that it's over. If I let go, it's over. Think about when you was a kid.
Hmm.
Think about when you was a kid. The thing about it is, if you walking down, you know I'm going in. If you walking down the street and you holding your baby hand, right? And your baby pulling and pulling and pulling, trying to run, right? But you holding their hand like, nah, baby, walk right here with mama, cause you don't need to be running through here. It's dangerous, right? Eventually, you let their ass go, and they fall and bust their ass, or they get hit by something. Guess what? They gonna be like, Mama. Mama, let me hold. They gonna ask to hold your hand. Mama, let me hold your hand while I'm going through here. They sometimes they need to fall and bump their head. And let me tell you, y'all, the hardest thing in the world for me. And when I tell y'all it hurt it. Because I knew that at this point, I had lost my baby. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? I told her one day, I said, everything I do for you, I'm doing it because I love you. For some reason, you're chasing everything I'm trying to protect you from. And I will be less than a woman and less than a mama to sit here and see you going 100 miles per hour into a brick wall and not try to stop you. You know what my baby said to me? Let me crash then. When she said that, I said, oh, baby, you grown. Okay, my hands is up. Dry the fuck out this thing. Go ahead. Go ahead. I don't do hospital visits. I don't do none of that. When you crash.
That's what I was going to ask you. Like, even though, because it took you time to get to, how would you break it down for the parents who aren't on that level? Like, they're kind of in a situation, right? But because it took time for you to get through that, right? Because that's not hard. That's your kid, especially when you a real mom and you have an attachment in this person. You've been this mother for this person. How do you cope with not being able to know if they're okay, even though you know strategically like why you're doing what you're doing, right? But how do you stay strong, like headstrong and like heart strong every day, just going with emotions and trying not to focus because you do have other kids and you do have a whole life outside of it? Like, how do you keep going every day and make yourself, like, to the world you put on this front? Like, how do you do it?
Prayer.
Like, not a front, but you know what I'm saying? Like, how do you bury everything?
Okay,
every day.
So this is gonna sound real cliche to a lot of people, but I gotta tell you my truth. You feel what I'm saying? When I gave it to God, I totally gave it to God, so I don't feel anything. I'm at peace. I'm talking about total peace. I'm not worried. I'm not scared. I'm not stressed. I'm not losing my mind. I'm not sad. I'm not none of those things. And when I hear different stuff, because even though our communication broken, you know who I am? Everybody fits to tell me everything in your life. You feel what I'm saying? When you connected, even if I didn't know the people she around, when you connected to him, baby, he exposed everything and everybody at your own time when you need to know. Okay? So when you totally give it to him, you totally give it to him. There's no extra nothing, because see, God don't come with chaos. God is peace, y'all. Amen. So anything that's operating through him is going to be peaceful and easy. You feel what I'm saying? It becomes hard when we start adding our emotions and our wants and our needs. We start adding our plan to his. And now it becomes difficult because we playing tug of war. He going left, we going right. He trying to go forward, we running backwards. You feel what I'm saying? That's when it becomes difficult. But if you just let him have it, it's going to work.
And for the fathers too, because I know it's got to be a lot of fathers out there that been through some things that are raising young men right now, and that might be challenging, because I have brothers, so I know when boys get to that point, they chest bust out and they rise up, you know what I'm saying, and they challenge you. And even though you know what's ahead, you gotta let your son show his own man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta allow him to show you the man you installed in him. and allow him to make those choices for herself. It's not easy. You know what I'm saying? It's not easy for a real parent to let go of the range. It's not. I'm not for to sit up here and lie to you. But if you give it to God, and I know y'all like, man, come on. Man, look. He gonna not only show you that he got you, he gonna bring back to your remembrance things about you when you was out there to remind you, look what you did when you was out there, and I showed up. If I'ma show up for you when you was out there damn near about to mess your own self up, trust me, I got your baby, because that's my baby too. And you know, to piggyback on what Queen just said, prayer, man. Prayer works. If you don't believe me, I promise you, when our grannies was down on their knees praying for us, them prayers got us through.
Listen,
you better believe it.
Listen, some of us
you better
in
believe
this
it.
world, I don't care if y'all want to hear it, but I'm keeping it 1,000. Some of y'all is still moving based on those prayers from your granny. Believe that. All these years later, it's those prayers and those needs, honey, that's getting you through the very thing that you're going through
and
right now.
Trust me, he showed you. I know for a fact it was a point where you was like, somebody was praying for me. Somebody somewhere was praying for me, because I almost was up out this thing.
You gotta know, and especially you know the people who are like, listen, Queen, you better tell them. I sometimes you can't even but even that take a strong person too to ask somebody to pray for him, because you feel like I'm sending mine up there, but I feel like you and him a little more closer right now. He's working through you, so can you help me out? I text her in the New York Minute, can you pray for me? And with no problems, with open arms, he say, yeah. Sometimes it take a whole village. Sometimes it take a lot of prayers. Lift people up. It's a whole bunch of shit going on in the world. Everybody need to wrap their arms around everybody.
Yeah.
And you need to watch who you ask. And you need to watch who you asking to pray for you, because some people ain't praying for you. They're praying on you.
Against you.
And I'm telling you, y'all.
Yeah. Be careful.
When I make a call, baby, I'm calling prayer warriors. I'm talking about. I'm calling the people that when they open their mouth. Shit get to happening. You feel what I'm saying? And we gonna make sure we all on one accord in this thing.
Yeah.
And I've been showing y'all all through this 2020 fucking roller coaster. Every time we've opened our mouth on behalf of somebody, they been here. They been healed. They been turned around. They been blessed by people. They been blessed in their households.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Every time that I have opened my mouth and said, I need every prayer warrior that's attached to me to start praying right now about this, it turned around.
Yeah.
And it ain't nobody. If you on this live and you really been following me, it's not one person on here that can say I'm lying.
Come on now. Real.
And again, we come on here and we talk about real stuff. And we talk about it transparently. You feel what I'm saying? With no judgment. But every chance I get, I show y'all what he can do. I show y'all who he is. Every chance I get. You ain't got to believe me when I'm bringing all the proof to you. I'm bringing you all the evidence every time. You feel what I'm saying? But this pretty lovely one said, I love seeing your growth and the amazing parent you turned out to be. Girl, your kids are blessed. Thank you so much. Mr. PT003 said, give it to God. J-Bo said, so true, that's real. Again, y'all, I appreciate each and every one of y'all that's tuning in, whether you're tuning in through Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Accelerated Radio, whatever avenue you're using, we appreciate you. And again, if you want to chime in, you want to bring your stuff to the table so we can help you out, come on. You can call in 310-910-9676. All you got to do is push the number 1 and you'll be live with us. If you don't want it to go live, just call the number. Don't push nothing. You feel me?
So
we got you.
Can I say one thing? Can I say something? Can y'all pray for my family? Because listen, I want to, and I wasn't gonna do this, but I feel like it's important. Everybody make sure y'all being safe. If you feel like you gotta go somewhere, and they probably sound corny, but for real, be safe. And if not for yourself, for other people. Like this shit is so real. My cousin was just on this show last week, and he was just
Mhm.
telling everybody his plans and his goals. Just last fucking week, he
Just
was on
last
here,
week.
and people not taking it serious. I'm asking y'all to lift me up in prayer. I'm trying my best not to be emotional.
See,
Like
Keisha.
he was just on here, and he died from COVID just like recently. So like, take it serious. This shit is real. Be safe. Like, be safe.
Today on Facebook. Well, last night actually, cause I couldn't sleep. Y'all know how it is. Don't judge me. I couldn't sleep, and so I decided to have a late night discussion and asked everybody like, and again, not to throw shade or punches or nothing like that, but I be wanting to understand people. I want to understand your reason for moving how you moving, because I can't control you. I can't make you agree with me. We ain't gonna see everything eye to eye, and I'm not always right. So, but I do want to understand you. If I understand you and how you think, that helps me in how I grow and how I move. You feel what I'm saying? So I went on there and I asked everybody like, why is it so important? Like, why is it that right now, when you seeing people far and near dying left and right, you still don't take this thing serious? Why is it so important that you go to a turn up, that you go on a trip, that you go meet up with your friends? See, right now, up and through here, y'all, fuck y'all friends.
Come on now.
And
It's
you
called
can-
Zoom. It's
listen.
called live. They got all
No,
kinds
but
of
listen,
stuff.
cause I'm being so
Yeah.
transparent and real right now, y'all. Like, do y'all not understand? Cause see, in my mind,
Yeah.
you don't care about yourself. You don't care about yourself.
Yeah.
And in the process, you ain't giving a shit about nobody
Nobody
else.
else, yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So, if you don't care about yourself, so be it. You
Right.
feel me? If that's the way you choose to live your life, you have that right to do that. However,
Come
it's selfish as hell for you to go bring that back to the people who do care,
Yeah.
and the people who are trying to stay in their own lane and do this thing the right way. You feel what I'm saying? Whether you believe it's real or it's fake or it's a government thing or whatever the case may be, real or fake, you're dying. Left and right. You
Yeah,
feel what I'm
listen.
saying? And you got to accept it
Yeah.
for what it is.
Yeah.
And what I need to understand is, why don't you care enough about yourself? Why is the turn up more important than your own life? Why is a trip important than your own life?
Yeah.
Why do you got to go be around these friends? Do you not realize that when you die,
Yeah.
if
yeah.
you drop dead today,
Yeah.
this friend gonna post your ass, and they gonna cry today, and they gonna
forget
probably
about
cry
you
through
tomorrow.
another week. And guess what? They gonna continue to turn up. They gonna continue to have fun. Your ass is gone, and they still living their life. They ain't giving a shit that you died.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
You
yeah.
feel what I'm saying? That shit hurt for the moment, but you forgotten real fast. They life goes on, but your kids still hurting. Your parents still hurting. They don't get to just move forward without no feelings and no problems.
Yeah.
And it's because you chose that. Why would you choose that and affect everybody else in a negative way like that? This is what I'm trying to understand from
Yeah.
people.
Yeah. And I don't get it either. But what's really killing me in this moment is how people are out here taking people's lives. It's people. I'm not understanding. Why are we out here just doing just random shootings just to be shooting?
I ain't even gonna go there. That's
That-
been
that- but that's-
happening since the beginning of
has.
time. They
But
just
in
not
this
gonna wake
moment
up.
with
It's,
COVID,
it's
Come
manipulation
on.
and all kind of other things.
It's enough out here that we gotta worry about.
Yeah, but in my
It's
mind,
more than enough already.
In my mind, that's you beating a
Dead horse.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you feel what I'm saying?
I hear you.
Like there's no reason to talk about that. They still gonna be shooting. I ain't gonna say it. I ain't shut the hell up.
Moving right along.
Shut up,
Moving
queen.
right along.
See,
Look,
y'all
put
seen
your
that
mask
growth?
on.
Y'all seen that growth? Know when to shut the hell up.
Wash your
Just shut
hands.
up.
Use your sanitary wipes, sprays, whatever, And look, if you don't care about yourself, that's fine.
The White Hot Room
But just try to
said-
care about somebody else.
The White Hot Room said condolences, Carla. And Mr. PT 003 says, smile, baby, it's going to be okay, Carla.
I know, and I listen. Like, this is not even a platform for that, but maybe like I felt like even everything we was talking about, prayer and all of that, I just felt like it needed to be said because, like, you know, we all laugh and joke and stuff,
Hold on.
and you never really feel it. Like, you never take it as serious as you should until it's your own people, and then you realize, you know what I'm saying, or until it's real close to home, and like. I just don't understand, bro. I just don't understand. It's already fucked up, and people just don't listen. And then you go on social media, and you see all these people, and they just can't wait to get out and do all this shit, and I just don't understand. It's like the dumbest shit in the world to me. Like, it's crazy. Like, you can't come back from this weak-ass shit, whether y'all think it's fake or not. Like, people really dying. That's real. It's real. Like, it's real, bro.
Yeah.
So, let me say this. And this is coming from me as your cousin, not as a podcast host or none of that different stuff. Don't ever think or feel like the space that you're currently in is a bad platform. Whenever you're feeling something, God gonna use you to say those things for a reason. So whatever platform that you on, if he put it in you to say it, or if you feeling a kind of way, whether it's out of anger or emotions, maybe you just need the support. Like, don't never feel bad for expressing
how you feel.
that fact.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, and that's just coming from me as your cousin. Like, you feel what I'm saying? We on here. How the hell? You lucky this the radio, girl. How the hell we can be on True Talk and tell everybody listening, all these damn people, that they can come trusting us to help them and guide them and pray for them and get advice from us and listen to them and pour into them? How the hell we telling all these people this, and then you turn around and say, I know this ain't the platform for this? The devil is a liar.
Because how you going to get your healing?
You know what I mean. I don't mean it like that because I'm comfortable enough to say it. I'm just saying, y'all pray for me. I have had the longest week ever, and I just wish people would just, you know, you can't expect people to be where you at because it took time for you to get where you are. You know what I'm saying? So I have that kind of understanding, but it's just sometimes there's a lot of stuff is real heavy on you, and maybe you need this part to get it up off you.
Exactly.
So this is the first time I broke. So, you know, maybe it was supposed to happen, and I needed to hear that, and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
All the time. And I
And
hope.
we're praying for you.
Yeah, my prayers haven't stopped. You
Yeah.
already know.
Yeah.
We done already talked about it, prayed about it, all of that. The only thing that I can say to you, and I'm saying this because it's other people on here that is having this same mental and emotional battle with this situation concerning loved ones, and even just out of concern for what they see going on in the world and around them, right? And so what I would say to you, my advice, and this is totally my advice, is that you have to stay in prayer for yourself and your family, and pray on those things that you see that makes you uneasy, and that's rocking your spirit, right? Pray about it and keep pushing. Don't internalize that. Don't try to keep pulling it in like and taking ownership of it because it's not yours. You feel what I'm saying? Their lack of concern for themselves is not your problem. Their movements and irresponsibilities and all of that different stuff, that's theirs to own. Yes, we want to understand it, but don't allow it to take ownership over you and take a space in you that now causes something to be imbalanced in your life. You feel what I'm saying? You can't let it make you be so focused on that your stuff over here can't operate correctly. You get what I'm saying? Cause right up and through here, you need to be focused. for you and your kids.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't do that if you worried about everybody else. If you distracted with what everybody else got going on, you can't fully handle your own stuff correctly. So you just pray about it and leave it alone. Take your hands off of it. It ain't yours to own. That's their lessons that they have to learn. That's their life they gotta walk. They bed that they gotta lie in. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta learn how not to
take on someone else's ish.
Lou Cynthia says she's sending love your way.
And gain your wisdom in this moment, Carla. Real talk, because this may be something to teach you something and to wake you up. You know what I'm saying? In the area, in your own personal life, and this might. My deepest condolences go out to the entire family. It really does, and y'all will continuously be in my prayers. But I will say this, because I've lost loved ones myself, and I know for a fact that in a loss comes wisdom for us to wake up and get things right that maybe we wasn't doing right within our own home. You know what I'm saying? And within our own family, and it takes a life to show us that we not really living right. If that makes sense to you. So I'm gonna pray for your wisdom in this moment, as well as your comfort, your peace, and your healing, and a sound mind, a real sound mind. Because what you like Queen just said, what you don't want to do is take on somebody else's ish. You know what I'm saying? Because that'll bring on bitterness, anger, and everything towards you, and those will open up doors that you don't need to be open in this season. You know, and yeah. Much love to you and the family. Real talk. In Jesus' name, amen. Yeah. So
you caught all my virtual kisses. Her a crybaby tonight, y'all.
That's all right. You know why? Because that's what we here for. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people need to realize that we were all placed here to help one another through some things and help each other and be that shoulder and that sounding board and that ear, you know, and it comes a moment where, you know, life is bigger than yourself. And you really got to know when to be there for somebody else. And Carla, right now, that was your moment. You know what I'm saying? And you need to know that you got your cousins, your sisters, and everybody right here that got you. You know what I'm saying? And if you got to cry it. It's okay. If you got to shout. You know what I'm saying? You got somebody on your side that got your back in this moment.
Her crying.
And that's all right, mama. That's all right. You gonna be all right, though. You gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got the ugly cry, so you look cute. You know, don't worry about it. You look cute, girl.
Yeah, but I'm glad that we had this conversation, because like you just said, like, sometimes it's necessary for us to share our emotions, share our stories, share our battles, and all of those different things, because it's people far and near that's going through what we going through, and they afraid to talk to somebody about it. They embarrassed because they feel a kind of way. They might just be confused and conflicted, like, you feel what I'm saying? And to know that somebody else understands, to know that somebody else can be strong, you know what I mean, and tell you how they're that strong, how they're able to be strong, where their trust is. And you get what I'm saying? When you hear that, like, you help a whole lot of people. And that's why I'm so adamant about my transparency on True Talk, because I know that God provided this platform because he know that I'm relatable on so many levels. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm street. Yeah, I'm a little rough around the edges, but I'm sensitive. I've been through stuff. I done grew up, leveled up. I done did a whole lot of winning, but took a whole lot of L's. You feel me? So we can talk about almost anything.
Yeah, that's what was needed.
And it be received in a good way
Mm-hmm.
that'll help somebody. You feel what I'm saying? And then even me, I'm trying to learn, right? And I keep telling God, just teach me this, teach me that, show me this, help me with that, right? So now when I come on here wilding out, y'all, somebody else that's already been through it be in the comments or something like, Queen, when I did that, when that happened to me, I did this, and that. And I'm like, oh, I could be like, oh, shit, I was doing it wrong, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Call me hit me in the DMs, bitch. Tell me what I'm supposed to do. You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, really on here learning from each other, vibing with each other, and growing together. Like, that's what we doing. We're supposed to grow. And if you can do it in a positive space,
Why
hey,
not?
you
Yeah.
winning.
Yeah.
You feel me?
That's the
So,
beauty of life.
Carla, we praying continuously. I love you
Thank you.
to the moon
I
and
love you
back.
too.
Everybody that's listening, I love y'all genuinely.
Yeah.
I pray for y'all and y'all family. I pray that you heard something on this live tonight that makes you think a little bit further than yourself. I hope that it helps you to appreciate yourself and value yourself more. I hope and I pray that from this day forward, even if you don't take COVID serious, you take your life serious.
Yeah.
That's what I pray. That's my prayer for tonight. And again, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Please tap into the YouTube and subscribe. I really need y'all to do that, okay? Make sure you following Carla Halls 69, and that's Carla with a K. Make sure you're following the Candy Line, and that's with a K. And then make sure you guys are tapping in every Sunday, same time, same place, okay? And share this. Y'all stop being stingy with the game. Y'all feel me? Somebody be needing this stuff. Share it with your sister, your cousin, your friend, your next door neighbor, your haters, everything. Okay?
Share, like, and subscribe.
Exactly. But I love y'all, okay?
Yay.